Are you getting ready to shadow at a dental office? If so, then these are going to be some questions that you can ask the dentist that you're shadowing. Before I get into what you can ask, I would definitely recommend every time you go to shadow to bring some form of notebook so that you can write down different things that you learn or answers to the questions that I'm about to tell you. First, you can ask them, why did they choose dentistry? I feel like it's really good to hear other people's reasons for why they chose dentistry. You can also ask, if they hadn't chose dentistry, what other career or profession or field could they see themselves in? You can also ask if they regret going into dentistry or if there's any things they wish they would have known before they went into dentistry. If you're shadowing at a general dentist practice or you're shadowing at some specialty practice, you can ask them why they didn't choose to specialize, or you can ask them why they chose to specialize in the specific thing they are doing. You can also ask why they chose to go to the specific school they did, and you can also ask them if they have any tips for applying. Also ask them their timeline of how they got into dental school, whether they took any gap years or if they chose to do a master's program or anything like that. If they own their own practice, you can ask them how they became a practice owner, and you can also ask them what their first job was out of dental school. You can ask them if there's anything that stood out to them over the years that they've been in dentistry, like any specific cases that they remember or anything maybe they learned in dental school that to them stood out. So throughout the time that you're there, I would just continue to ask questions about different procedures that they're doing. You don't need to ask them to explain every single thing they're doing because it's not really going to help you in the long run. You're not going to remember how to do the root canal. You're not going to remember how to do a filling, but just asking different things. You can even ask them what's their favorite type of procedure to do. You can also ask them if they have any tips on getting more shadowing experience or getting more dental experience. They may have connections with other dentists in the area, or they might know of different things that you can do that are volunteer dental activities or things that they've been a part of as well. Overall, while shadowing, just ask things that you want to know or things that you I would just say don't be afraid to ask questions while you're at the shadowing experience. The whole idea of doing the shadowing is to make sure that this is the right thing for you. So asking questions that'll help you make sure that you're making the right decision of, is dentistry right for you? And it'll also help you along the way when you're writing your personal statement. Although yes, the schools want to see a certain amount of hours, the shadowing experiences are overall for yourself to make sure that you are choosing the right profession for you and that dentistry is what you really want to do. If you have any other questions about applying to dental school or dental school in general, feel free to ask. I would love to answer all of your questions.